From gardening to animals to extreme renovations, welcome to Homesteading at College Hill Farm.
Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're going to harvest okra seed. Now the year has made it to an end. The last thing to do is harvest the okra seed. Now we'll still harvest some turnips. We got a freeze coming next week. Hopefully there'll be some turnips set on. We may go down and have a look at those before we leave the garden. But we got to harvest our okra seed for next year, because remember, okra seed only lasts from year to year. It really goes down into the germination rates after that. So I'm gonna just take my pocket knife, and what I want to do is I want to select some good big dry pods like this one. See, if you listen, you can hear it rattle. Now I want to select these, but I want to select them from at least 5 plants. More is better because it helps with the genetic diversity next year. So I'm going to go ahead and go down through the row here and select a few of these, and then we'll see what we're going to do. I got a bucket of okra. That'll give us a whole bunch of seeds. More than I can use. There'll be plenty for me and plenty to give away. I think let's go over and take a look at the turnips and see how those are going. Hopefully we'll have some this year, but the drought about took the turnips out. But let's go have a look. Well, however it goes, the turnips, mustard, and kale, since we've got a little bit of rain, looks absolutely marvelous. So we'll come out through here and let's see if there are any turnips forming. Oh, looky there. I see a turnip. Up there's one too. Do you see him? He's still underground. He hadn't pushed his way up yet. Still looking pretty good. So it's quite possible we'll get some turnips and some kale. I always like it after a frost anyway, better. It's always better after a frost. So we're going to have a pretty good frost this weekend, but then it's no frost for a couple weeks probably. So that's our turnip and kale and mustard where it's at. Here we are back in the house. We've got our okra. It's in individual pods, and we need to harvest these seeds. And it's not hard to harvest okra seeds. I'm just going to use a little mason jar box where we bought pint mason jars. We actually use these to carry the mason jars up and down the stairs because it's easier than doing it 2 or 3 at a time. So I'm going to start taking these apart, and I'll bring you over so you can see how to do it. Folks, here's our okra plant, our okra pod, and it's easy to do these. Now I'm just going to go ahead and dump them all in the box. The reason being, I'm going to throw the spent pods out. So all you have to do is you want to squeeze that pod, okay, and eventually you'll get it to where it wants to come apart. Now inside there, inside each one of these are the seeds. Let me pull that apart there where you can see all the seeds in there, and I just let them fall into the box. See the seeds? Okay, once I get them broke out, there's a bug. Kill him. Get out of there. Okay, there's all the seeds out of that half of a pod. And then on this one, just start taking these pods apart. And there's all the seeds out of that. So that entire pod has been gleaned of all of its seeds. Drop it over here and keep going. You know, there's just so many seeds I can use on my homestead. I'll give some away. But I want to get at least 12 pods worth. And I've got so many pods because there's a possibility that these pods, one might be bad or something like that. So I didn't want to take the chance on just having just enough pods when I brought them in. So not all of these are going to be taken apart. Okay, just so you know, I'll only take apart as many as I'm going to need for next year, and probably some to give away. I always give away some seeds every year. But I'll do at least 12 of these, and then I'll come back to you when I get them all done. Okay, there we are. 24 okra pods like this gave me this many seeds. Now those are spread out. What I'm going to do with them, I'm going to take and just let these sit for 2 or 3 days to make sure that they're good and dried out. Then I'll just put them in a plastic baggie and put them in our tote that we use to store seeds. We just store seeds in a tote in the basement. Keep it in the dark. These will be good for next year. But now the thing about okra seeds, some of these are black looking and they're probably not going to make it like this one. See, it's even sprouted. But I don't worry about separating those out, because what'll happen is when I plant heavy and then I thin, so I don't have to worry about that. There's plenty enough okra seed here to plant my whole garden in okra. So I'll probably trade some to people and different things. If you know, I love to trade seeds. If you just let me know, we might be interested in trading some. If you like this homesteading kind of stuff, this sustainable, do-it-yourself kind of lifestyle, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. If you hit the little bell, it will notify you when we upload a video. We upload videos every Sunday, sometimes 1, sometimes 5. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. So now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.